like to record the
Recording
meeting
in
first.
progress.
Okay. Today we would like to learn the elasticity and its application. Maybe Bu Femi have given the homework, yeah. Maybe you have done. But today I will make sure that you get the right points, ya. Oke. Nah, jadi nanti for the materials you can access through the link ya, bit.ly/asislulu. Okay. Nah, this is the outline of what we'd like to learn today. We learn about elasticity concept, and then we calculate the elasticity. And then there are two kinds of elasticity, which is elasticity of demand and elasticity of supply. And for elasticity of demand, there is three kinds of elasticity. The first one is the own price elasticity, the second cross price elasticity, and the third is income elasticity. It means that we would like to know what is atau how is the magnitude ya. Jadi seberapa bisa sih harga barang itu sendiri ya? How could the changes in its own good price to changes in the quantity of goods demanded. Jadi kayak basically if we talk about elasticity, yeah, we talk about the causality between two things, yeah. In this case, yeah, I mean, in the general case, X influencing Y. Yeah, you study that maybe in mathematics, in maths, yeah. X influencing Y, or in math we do not it by Y is the function of X. Okay, in this case, for example, for on price elasticity of demand, the relationship could be stated like this. The price of the goods influencing the quantity demanded of that goods, meaning that the quantity demanded of that goods is the function of P. Jadi, besarnya jumlah barang yang diminta itu adalah fungsi dari P. Atau dalam hal ini, P mempengaruhi besarnya kuantitas barang yang diminta. Gitu. Alright? Or, okay, in this case, in the own price elasticity of demand, the changing price of good X influence the quantity demanded of the same goods of good X. Gitu ya. Jadi sama-sama dari barang yang sama. Kalau harga dari barang yang sama mengalami perubahan, maka apa sih dampaknya ke kuantitas barang tersebut yang diminta? Meanwhile, for the cross price elasticity, untuk elastisitas silang, we try to analyze what is the effect of the changes of price in other goods that have relation with our goods. Yeah. For example, I have a good A and good B. Yeah, they are related to each other. It means that maybe A is the substitution of B, or maybe A is the complementary of B gitu ya. Bisa jadi hubungan kedua barangnya itu bisa jadi substitusi ataupun komplementer. Kalau kedua barang itu berhubungan, if two goods are related to each other, the changes price of good B, it will affect the quantity demanded of good A. And also the changes of the price of good A influence the quantity demanded of good B. Yeah. So we could calculate next the amount of the cross price elasticity of demand between two related goods. Yeah, we will study it later. Okay, and then for the last is the income elasticity. So here for the income elasticity is the same. Yeah, oh, the amount of the amount of the money you received each month, yeah, influences the quantity you demand for good X or good A or every goods, ya. Jadi kayak kalau berapa jumlah pendapatan kamu, ya pasti itu akan mempengaruhi jumlah barang yang kamu minta atau jumlah barang yang kamu konsumsi. Here we have the function of QD is the function of Y or income, ya. Y here is income. This is income. Okay, that is the introduction for elasticity materials. Okay, next I would move to the next slide. So this is our materials today, elasticity and its application. Here, its application, the application of elasticity could be used for producer who want to increase their total revenue. Yeah, here is related with total revenue. Later we will discuss about it. Okay. Okay. Why should we know the amount of the elasticity? First, yeah, like what I have stated before, we could use the amount of the value of elasticity to increase the total revenue. Or in bahasa it means total penerimaan, ya. Total penerimaan or total revenue. But besides this, ya, selain itu, if we know the elasticity or the value of elasticity or the amount of elasticity of one goods, we could know one of the factors influencing the amount of production. Yeah, maybe if the aggregate income, yeah, if the aggregate income of the society increase, then it will bring to an increase in the quantity demanded. If the quantity demanded is increasing, yeah, producer will increase the production. So we should know here what is the effect of increasing income to increasing quantity demanded so that producer could calculate the amount of production they want to increase in that time, gitu ya. Jadi kayak dengan mengetahui hubungan yang ini, elastisitasnya, ya kan jadi tahu nih how much the production, how much goods to be produced in that time, gitu. Okay, that is the first, and then the second, one of the producer's considerations in pricing. This is also related with elasticity application on total revenue. For example, if you are a producer and you know that your goods is elastic, yeah, is elastic. So what should you do to increase your total revenue? Yeah, what should you do? Here later we study that if a producer would like to increase the total revenue, if the goods is elastic, the producer should reduce the price, yeah, so that the quantity will increase more. Okay, and then we also could use the elasticity to see how impactful our policy, such as tax subsidy and so on. Ya, ini belum dihapus bahasa Indonesianya. Alright, that is why we study about elasticity. And later, if you are guys an economics students, the elasticity concept will guide you along the way, because you will see it everywhere, yeah. Especially when you study econometrics later in maybe in semester 5, in the 5th semester. But I don't know for you guys who are doing the double degree programs. Okay. Okay. Next, yeah. This is the kind of elasticity. The first is the price elasticity. For the price elasticity, actually, yeah, what I would like to talk to you is elasticity is basically the same as sensitivity. So before, if we studied that, okay, the price of one good, if the price of one good increases, it will impact the quantity demanded of that goods to be decreased, gitu kan ya. Kalau harga suatu barang naik, maka kuantitas barang yang diminta pasti akan turun, ya. That is the law of the demand. Yeah, this is the law of the demand. But if we talk about elasticity, it means that we would like to see, to measure the sensitivity. The sensitivity of what gitu ya? Sensitivity-nya siapa nih? Whose elasticity, whose sensitivity? Ya, the sensitivity of this, ya, because of the changes of this. Gitu. So here the price elasticity, ya, it shows the sensitivity of the quantity goods demanded or supplied, ya, because changes in its own price, gitu ya. Jadi, for example, the price increase only by 1%, but the quantity demanded decreases by 5%. Yeah, you know, in the law of the demand, if the price increase, it will make the quantity demanded to be decreased. But here, I write the amount. Yeah, the price increased by 1% and the quantity demanded decreases by 5%. Okay, then you could see that an increase of prices by only 1% reduces the quantity of demanded by this far. Yeah. So it means that the good is sensitive. Or in the terms or in terms of elasticity, it means that the good is elastic. That is what elasticity is. Okay. So later in the income elasticity of demand, yeah, it shows the sensitivity of the quantity demanded because of changes in consumer income. So it means that if consumer income increase, yeah, obviously, yeah, the quantity demanded will increase also. Actually, but it is actually based on the kind of that goods, see, whether it is normal goods or inferior goods. Yeah, if it is normal, then it will shows up like here. Yeah, this is for normal goods. Meanwhile, for inferior goods, it means that if consumer's income is increasing, the quantity demanded of that goods, yeah, will decrease. That is inferior goods. But normally, yeah, a good is normal goods. Yeah, only some of the goods are inferior. So here, if I denote the percentage, yeah, maybe if your income this year increased by 10%, the quantity of maybe skincare, yeah, the quantity of skincare you demand increased by 20%. Yeah. So it means that the income elasticity is elastic. Or if we see the relation is like this, yeah, the positive and the positive, gitu ya, increase in income impacts an increase in the quantity of goods to be demanded, gitu ya. It means that it is a normal good. But if your income is increasing but the quantity of that goods reduce, or decreasing. Maybe this is for the case for what is that? Yeah, flip-flops, sandal jepit. Yeah, maybe if your income increased by 40%, 50%, the quantity of flip-flops you demand will reduce by 30%. So this is increase, this is decrease, right? And it means that your goods are inferior goods. Yeah, we see the elasticity later. Yeah, we calculate about it later. And then next, the cross price elasticity. Yeah, for example, for Indonesia, yeah, we have two kinds of mineral water, right? The one is aqua, okay, and the other one is le mineral. Le mineral. Yeah, maybe for Midi and Chan, yeah, is not familiar, but I would like to inform you guys that aqua and le mineral is I think the top two mineral water in Indonesia. Yeah, the price is maybe the same. Yeah, and the taste is not so different. Yeah, they are maybe nearly identical. Yeah. Okay. Now, if if they are both is the same, yeah, it means that they are both substitution goods. Yeah, if they are both substitution goods, it means that if the price of for example, aqua is X, yeah, le mineral is Y, yeah, aqua is X, le mineral is Y. If the price of le mineral increase, if the price of Y increase, could you guess the quantity demanded of aqua will increase or decrease? Anyone could guess? If the price of le mineral increase, then people will not buy le mineral anymore. They will move to aqua, right? Some of them will move to aqua. So the quantity demanded of aqua will reduce, right? That is for substitution good. And then next, you will also know what if we have two goods that is complementary. If the goods are complementary, maybe you have car, okay, car and what is that? Gasoline. Car and gasoline. Here you will see that maybe okay, car is good X, gasoline is good Y. Yeah, if the price of gasoline increasing, the quantity of cars to be demanded, the quantity of cars to be demanded will sorry, I think okay, ketukar ya guys. Jadi kalau gue jelasin yang ini nih, yang kalau aku jelasin yang di bagian kiri sini, if the price of le mineral increase, the quantity demanded of aqua will increase. Why? Because if the price of Y increase, the quantity of good Y demanded will be decrease. Jadi kalau harga barangnya itu naik, kuantitas barangnya yang diminta pasti akan turun. Kenapa? Because people move to good X atau people move to aqua. Okay? But for car and gasoline, since they are both complementary goods, if the price of gasoline increase, automatically people will reduce the amount of car they bought. Why? Because the gasoline is more expensive than before. They they need extra dollars to move their car. So yeah, they're not buying a car. That is for simple ya. Okay. Nah, this is the factors that influencing elasticity. The first is the existence of substitution goods. The more substitution, the larger the elasticity. Why? Kenapa nih semakin banyak substitusinya, semakin gede elastisitasnya atau semakin elastis gitu ya? This is because maybe we are in a market that is in a market for maybe for snacks ya. For snacks. This is snack ya, jajan ya. Untuk jajanan yang kayak jenis Lay's gitu ya, Doritos atau apapun. There are many substitutions ya. We can see that there are many substitutions for Lay's in the markets. For example, this is Lay's case. Okay, or maybe taro. No. Okay. If the price of taro is increasing, then people will not be that elastic. I mean that people. No. If the price of taro is increasing, since there are so many taro substitution in the market, so people will not take nggak akan keberatan gitu ya, will not mind it gitu. They will move they will move instantly to other goods since there are so many substitutions. So if the price of taro increasing, the quantity demanded of taro will decrease by that much will decrease so much because there are so many substitution for taro in the market. So if we compare to maybe electricity in Indonesia if we compare to electricity in Indonesia, for example, if the price of electricity in Indonesia is increasing, the quantity demanded by citizen or people in Indonesia is will not decrease by that much. Why? Because there are no substitutions. People only buy electricity from PLN, from the state corporation, state-owned corporation. Okay, so the quantity demanded will decrease, but in the small amount. Here I write the arrow with a small arrow only. Okay, so that is the existence of substitution goods. And then the second is luxury primary goods atau barang primer versus barang luxury atau barang mewah. Barang primer atau barang kebutuhan pokok gitu ya. Basic needs sama luxury goods. Okay. The more luxury, the larger the elasticity. For example, we compare a TV, a smart TV. We compare a smart TV with with rice. This is rice. If the price of smart TV is decreased, people will be happy. People will be happier than before. So the quantity, so they will demand more and more. They will demand by they will add the demand for the smart TV by a large amount. But for example, if the price of rice decrease, they only eat rice in a constant amount each day gitu kan. Nggak mungkin kalau harganya, tidak mungkin ketika harga beras itu turun, kuantitas beras yang diminta itu bakalan naik sebanyak itu. Karena kapasitas perut orang kan juga segitu-gitu aja ya. Because ya we have only limited capacity in our stomach gitu ya to what is that? Untuk menampung nasinya itu gitu ya. Jadi kayak ya pasti nanti the quantity demanded of rice-nya bakalan naik, tapi naiknya only by a small amount gitu. Okay. And then the third is the percentage of price increase to consumers' income. Yeah, the larger the percentage of the price increase to consumers' income, the larger the elasticity. You can use this example ya. A smart TV ya, smart TV itu kan persentase terhadap income-nya jauh lebih besar daripada rice ya. So yeah, you could see that the smart TV is more elastic than the rice. This is less elastic. Okay. And then next, time horizons. Yeah, if we talk about time horizon, for example, in the long run, the elasticity tends to be more elastic for gasoline. Maybe yeah. In the short run, maybe we compare to condition in the short run. In the long run, here in the short run, maybe we talk about 1 week, yeah, 1 week. But if we talk about long run, maybe it takes us 20 years or maybe more, or 10 years maybe, or 5 years. I think it is already in the long run, yeah. In the short run, if the price of gasoline increase, people will of course, yeah, will decrease the quantity demanded. But remember that gasoline is the basic needs of the people. So if the price of the gasoline is increasing today, people will demand gasoline, but okay, with a decreasing amount. But the decreasing number is not that large. Why? Because people still need gasoline. Ya, jadi ketika harga gasoline ini naik, quantity demand-nya pasti bakalan turun. Tapi turunnya nggak sebanyak itu. Why? Because people still need gasoline to move their cars, to run, to turn the machine on. Okay. Meanwhile, in the long run, if the price of gasoline is Meanwhile, if the price of gasoline increases, and we would like to see the long run impacts, we will see that the quantity demanded of gasoline will decrease more. Why? Because people are changing their behavior. Maybe, yeah. For gasoline, if the gasoline is increasing, that in the long run, people could think to change their cars or their vehicle to a more ke bahan bakar yang lebih irit gitu ya. Jadi kayak pindah gitu loh. Kayak oh, harga bensinnya naik nih. Ya udah deh, aku pindah aja ke mobil yang lebih irit bahan bakar. Yang lebih irit bensin, yang lebih irit gasoline. Ya. I will buy another car that is more efficient in terms of gasoline usage. I mean, okay. Or maybe for people who are commuting, yeah, maybe your home in Depok and your workplace is in Sudirman. If the price of gasoline increasing, then people will think to move their home, to buy a new house in the central of Jakarta, maybe in the city center, yeah, so that they will get a shorter distance, a shorter distance to the office, so that they will reduce the amount of the gasoline they use. That is for time horizons. Okay, and then last is the definition of the market, broad or narrow. the narrower, the more elastic. For example, if you compare the elasticity of food in general and the elasticity of ice cream in general. So of course, the elasticity of the ice cream will be more elastic than the elasticity of the food. That is the factors influencing elasticity. Okay. Okay, now we move to the next slide. It's about calculating elasticity. Here, actually, like what I have told to you about the definition of elasticity, which means that elasticity means also a sensitivity. Yeah, if price increased by 1%, yeah, the quantity demanded decreased by 5%. Yeah. Here we see the percentage. By seeing the percentage, we know the sensitivity. Okay. By knowing the percentage in increase and the percentage decrease, we know the elasticity, the sensitivity. I mean, if we know the sensitivity, it means that we know the elasticity. So we could calculate the elasticity from the increase of price and the decrease of the quantity. So here, the price elasticity of demand is calculated by mean 5% per plus 1%. It means that our elasticity is minus 5. Ya. Coret nih, persennya dicoret, so we have minus 5. It means that minus 5 is the percentage of changes of the quantity demanded, and then the plus 1 is the percentage change from the price. So here is the formula of the price elasticity of demand. See, this is the same. Okay, and then after that, what should we do? To see the percentage of the quantity demanded, yeah, to see this one, the percentage of quantity demand, the percentage change of the quantity demanded can be used by delta Q per Q, yeah, times 100% to see the percentage change. Meanwhile, for price, yeah, it's also the same, delta P per P times 100%. Okay, we could cross this 100%, yeah, so that we could also we only have Q2 minus Q1 per Q for this, yeah, and then P2 minus P1 per P. This is for this. Okay. So after calculating, we will see that the elasticity could also be calculated by delta Q per delta P times P1 per Q1. This is the general formula that is widely known and widely explained in your textbook in senior high school. Yeah. Actually, the amount of the value of the price elasticity of demand is usually negative. Why? Because it is just like the law of the demand. Yeah? Law of the demand, if the price increase, the quantity demanded will decrease. Of course, yeah, it will make the elasticity of the price elasticity to be negative. But for given goods, yeah, you see that given goods is the goods where if the price increase, the quantity demanded will increase also. So for the given goods, the elasticity will be positive. But now we take this for further analysis. Yeah, if the P increase, the quantity demanded will decrease. We take that for our next explanation. Yeah. Okay. So later you will always have a negative value of elasticity. After after what is that? After apa ya? After you got nilai mutlaknya gitu ya. I mean the number after the minus sign ya. Angka setelah tanda negatif. For example, you have the value of elasticity is -5. Yeah. So you can simply say that the elasticity of you could simply say that the price elasticity of demand is 5. Yeah, you could also you could define the price elasticity of -5 by stating this word. The price elasticity of demand is 5. Where is the minus? Yeah, the minus is gone because it is widely accepted that every price elasticity of demand value is negative. So you could say that if the price elasticity of demand of one good is -5, you could say that that the price elasticity of demand is 5. That is accepted there. Okay, so here you have 5. Yeah. If we see 5, yeah, 5 could be categorized as elastic. Yeah. So if you have the amount of elasticity of one good, you can categorize that goods that you can categorize the kind of elasticity of that good. Yeah. If 0, it means that it is sorry. For 0, it means that it is perfectly inelastic. And then if 1, it means that you are unitary elastic. Ya, this ini ya, yang angka 5-nya ini. Okay, and then if you have what is this? Apa sih? Tahingga ya, tahingga atau apa sih tahingga tuh? Ya tahingga lah ya, unlimited, I don't know. It means that the goods are perfectly elastic. So if you have 5 is here. Yeah. Between unitary elastic and perfectly elastic, yeah, your goods can be categorized into elastic. Okay, so 5 is elastic. So your elasticity is categorized to be elastic. Meanwhile, between 0 and 1, it means that your good is inelastic. Okay, so this is the categorization. And for the goods example, you can see here for elastic, that could be a luxury good. So a good with price elasticity of demand is 5, maybe that goods could be a luxury goods. Could be, yeah, but not always. Okay, that is for calculating elasticity. That is for price elasticity of demand. Okay. Later, we also could calculate the price elasticity of demand by using midpoint elasticity. Before, yeah, in this part, yeah. Okay, I will use this formula, yeah, and bring it to the next slide, yeah. Bring it to the next slide. Okay, we have delta Q per delta P times P1 per Q1. This is the our formula for price elasticity of demand. Okay, but if you use the midpoint, that the formula will be delta Q per delta P, yeah, because this is the midpoint. So here we don't use P1 and Q1 anymore. We don't use that anymore. We use, instead of P1, we use P1 plus P2 per 2. Instead of Q1, we use Q1 plus Q2 per 2. That's why it is called the midpoint price elasticity of demand. That is for the midpoint. Okay. Simple, as simple as that. Yeah. We change this only. Okay. Change this by this. Okay. Okay. Next. Now, if we see the relationship between elasticity and the curve, yeah, you could see that if the good is more elastic, yeah, if the good is more elastic, the curve will be flatter. You remember that if the good is more elastic, you see that this is elastic, yeah, for this is elastic nih. Elastic, and then this is inelastic. You could see, yeah, you could see that the more elastic a demand, you will see that they will have a flatter demand curve, yeah, flatter demand. Meanwhile, if you have more inelastic, it will have the, what is that? Tegak, curam, steeper demand curve. You could see, yeah, this is the elastic and it is steeper than the elastic one. The inelastic curve is steeper than the elastic one. And you could also see if the demand is perfectly inelastic, it will have a perfectly steep curve, or it means that the curve is vertical. But here, if the curve is elastic, perfectly elastic, you see that the curve is perfectly flat, or horizontal. Okay, that is the curve. Okay, next, it is about the relationship between elasticity and total revenue. Total revenue is the revenue that the producer got from selling the products. Yeah, from selling the products. For example, you sell pen, yeah, or a coffee, yeah. Maybe you have a coffee shop, and then you sell a cup of coffee. Its coffee is 20,000 rupiah. Yeah, it's 20,000 rupiah. A cup of coffee. If you in a month sold 100 cups of coffee, then you will have what, 2 million rupiah as the total revenue. This is your total revenue. So basically, total revenue is the price of the goods you are selling times the quantity you sold. Okay, that is the total revenue. Or total revenue is usually abbreviated by TR. Yeah. So, for example, if the goods is inelastic, yeah. If the good is inelastic, here you have the case, yeah, in option A, yeah, the case of inelastic demand. For inelastic demand, remember that an inelastic demand will have the characteristics of steep, yeah. It means that the curve is steep, like you see in the curve, yeah, the curve is steeper than the right one. The right one is the case for elastic and it is flatter, yeah. Flat. Okay. Okay deh. Here in total revenue and elasticity, for example, for the first case, yeah, the case of inelastic, here, the first of inelastic. For inelastic goods, if you are increasing your price, yeah, if you are increasing your price for from 4 to 5, yeah, it means that your price increase by 25%, right? The price is increasing by 25%. If the price is increasing by 25%, you see that the quantity decreased by from 100 to 90, ya. Berarti kan turun 10. It means that it is minus 10%. You could see that the elasticity, yeah, remember the elasticity is the percentage change in the quantity per percentage change in the price. Percentage change in the quantity is minus 10%. Percentage change in the price is positive 25%. It means that the value of the elasticity is minus 0.5. Minus 0.5. Yeah, we move the minus away, we got only the 0.4. 0.4, if we see that in the line, yeah, 0.4 is here, right? So it means that our curve is inelastic, or our demand is inelastic. Okay. Now you could see that if we increase, yeah, if we increase the price from 4 to 5, yeah, at first, yeah, our total revenue is here, yeah, 4 times 4 times, yeah, the price is 4, yeah, the price is 4, and the quantity is 100. So before, our total revenue is 400, yeah. This is our prior total revenue. But after the price is increasing, ya, tadi awalnya 400 gitu ya. Jadi berapa nih total revenue-nya? Total revenue pertama 400. But after we increase the price from 4 to 5, ya, the total revenue will be 5 times 90. Ini 90 ya. So it means that our total revenue, our new total revenue is 450. It means that our total revenue is increasing. Yeah. So here what I would like to highlight is, if your goods are inelastic, then it is better for you to increase the price in order to increase the total revenue. Why? Because total revenue is price times quantity. If you increase the price, yeah, maybe by this much, yeah, by this much, the quantity will reduce, yeah, will reduce, but because it is inelastic, yeah, the quantity or the percentage of changes in the quantity will not decrease by that far. What I mean is, if it is inelastic, then the quantity will decrease by only the small amount. Here, P times Q, yeah, the P increasing by a larger amount compared to the quantity, yeah, it will result in the total revenue. It will increase by small amount, but yeah, total revenue is P times Q. If the price is decreasing by this much, the quantity demanded will increase. Yeah, based on the law of the demand, if the price is decreasing, the quantity will increasing. But since it is inelastic, it will increase only by a small amount. So you could see that the decreasing in P and the increasing in Q, the larger is what is that? The decreasing of the price is larger than the increasing of the quantity. So the TR will reduce. So which one is better for producer which sold the inelastic good? It is better for them to increasing the price. Yeah. For goods with elastic characteristic, yeah, P times Q. Okay. If the goods is elastic, if the producer increase the price, the quantity will decrease, but the decreasing amount is larger than the increasing amount of the price. So we see that the key is decreasing by so much, by that much. Yeah, it means that our total revenue will decrease. So there is no options for increasing the price of the goods. Meanwhile, if a producer is choose to decreasing the prices of that goods, since the good is elastic, the quantity demanded will decrease by that much. So it will impact the total revenue to be increased also. So that which one should be taken for which policy should be taken by the producer, which good is elastic? The answer is decreasing the price. So that's why you always see a discount for maybe for jewelry, for fashions, for watch, yeah. That is because that goods is elastic, yeah. So producer choose to decreasing the price to give discount for the customer in order to increase the total revenue. So it is chosen, ya. Ini yang dipilih. So ini yang dipilih. Meanwhile, if the good is unitary elastic, the total revenue will remain constant when the price changes. So there will be no change in whether, for example, if the price increase, yeah, if the price increase by 1%, the quantity will decrease also by 1%. It remains the total revenue to be constant. Or maybe if the price decrease by 2%, the quantity will increase by 2%. It will result the total revenue to be constant. Yeah, so there is no preferred policy for producer whose goods is unitary elastic. Okay. Oke deh. Oke, nah later in this slide, yeah, you see the cross price elasticity and the income elasticity. And in the upper part of the slide, yeah, in the upper part of the slide, you see that I bring the formula from the price elasticity, yeah, the price elasticity of demand. Basically, the formula is the same, yeah. If we have the price elasticity of demand formula is like this, the cross price elasticity, we remember the relationship, yeah. If we talk about price elasticity of demand, okay, wait, yeah, I will. Wait. Okay, if we see the relationship between the relationship shown in price elasticity of demand, if the price of good X increase, the quantity demanded of that goods of good X also will decrease. But for the elasticity, for the cross price elasticity, I mean, if the price of good Y increase, the quantity demanded of good X, yeah, we see if the other price change, ya. Kalau misalnya harga barang lain naik, itu quantity demanded-nya kayak gimana? So the formula for the cross price elasticity will depends, ya. Jadi tadinya persentase delta Q dibagi persentase delta P untuk barang yang sama, untuk barang X ini kan tadinya kalau before for the price elasticity of demand. Now since we see the impact of price of good Y, so yeah, we change the formula. So for the second formula is also different, yeah. For elasticity, for cross price elasticity, we have delta Q per delta P times P per Q. But here for the P is always the price of good Y, and for the Q is always the quantity demanded for good X. So the formula change. Okay. Okay, so next for the income elasticity is the same, yeah. If your income is increasing, then the quantity demanded of good X is increasing. So we have elasticity of income elasticity. Okay, we change, yeah, we change. For example, for the cross price, the equation is percentage delta kx per percentage change of price y, because we see we would in the cross price elasticity we would like to see the effect of changings of price of good y to the quantity demanded of good x. But in the income elasticity we would like to see the impact of income to the quantity demanded of good x. So we should change this into y. So this is the equation of income elasticity. Or for equation 2, yeah, we have percentage delta, percentage change of the change of qx per percentage change of change of y or income times y per qx. That is the formula of income elasticity. Okay, that is for the formula. Basically, if you have known the formula for the price elasticity of demand, you will not find it difficult to find the formula for cross price elasticity and income elasticity. Okay, is there any questions so far? Do you have any question, guys?
No, Kak.
No ya, oke deh.
Oh, dari aku juga nggak ada, Kak.
Oke. Oke, so aman ya so far ya. Oke deh. Okay, now we try to answer the midterm test for years ago, yeah. Okay, but I don't find the test in English, so yeah, I just screenshot the Indonesia ones, ya, the bahasa one. Lengkapi tabel di bawah ini dan tentukan apakah elastisitas yang Anda hitung bersifat elastik, inelastik atau unit. Basically, you are asked to complete the table. The table is for price, for price, and then this is for concert ticket. For rice, the percentage change Q is -3, and the percentage change of P is plus 10%. So basically, we could calculate the elasticity, right? We use here, yeah, the elasticity is elasticity of price, ya, berarti ya, price elasticity, percentage change in Q per percentage change in P, ya kan? Percentage change in Q is -3%, and percentage change in P is plus 10%. So yeah, here we have minus 0.3. Yeah, in the line, yeah, minus in the line in the categorization, yeah, we have here 0, 1, and unlimited, yeah. Minus 0.3, we sent away the minus, yeah, and then we only have the 0.3. We have 0.3 here, yeah. So it means that our good is, what is that? Elastic, inelastic, or what? Between 0 and 1. Apa tadi? Sorry.
Inelastic.
Yeah, correct. It is inelastic. Okay. Next for concert ticket. Okay. The percentage in Q is minus 30, percentage of P is minus 15, plus 15, sorry. So here, the elasticity of price is plus Q, percentage change in Q per percentage change of P. Percentage in Q minus 30% per percentage change in P plus 15%. It means that our elasticity is minus 2. Minus 2 is here, right? So if we have minus 2 there, it means that our good is elastic. Okay? That is the answer. So for option C, for option B, jelaskan arti dari setiap angka elastisitas yang Anda peroleh pada butir A. For example, I would explain only the elastic one ya. Jadi if the elasticity is 2 ya, it means or minus 2 ya, it means that we have here minus 2 per 1 ya kan. We could say that it is minus 2 per 1. 1 is plus ya, plus 1. Okay. We give here percent is okay. You can give the percent there. And for interpretation, yeah, if you could see that if the price elasticity of demand of one good is 2, it means that yeah, if the price increase by 1%, yeah, that if price increases by 1%, the quantity will decrease by minus 2. Yeah, so for that simple, yeah. If the price increases by 1%, then the quantity demanded of that good will decrease by 2%. That is how you could interpret the value of the elasticity. Okay? And then for the C, ya, apabila penjual beras dan promotor konser akan meningkatkan harga beras dan harga tiket konser, berikan rekomendasi Anda pada mereka. Gunakan grafik untuk mendukung penjelasan Anda. So this question asks you your understanding about the relationship between elasticity and total revenue. Okay, the relationship between elasticity and total revenue. Here we have beras or rice is inelastic, right? So what should the producer do to increase the TR? It could be by increasing or decreasing. Nah, ditanya nih, which one you should choose? Oke, tadi kan kita udah belajar ya, kalau inelastic maka dia harus increasing ya. Meanwhile, for concert ticket, since this is elastic, so for increasing the TR, we should decreasing the price. You could refer to my explanation in this slide ya. Okay, that is for the questions. All right. Nah, maybe you could later exercise ya. I will give you exercise. This is for your midterm task for my class, for my tutorial class. And yeah, you could work for the two questions that is I have yang udah aku taruh di situ ya. Later you could submit to my email by the date of your midterm test, sebelum midterm test. Actually, it is for your exercise aja sih sebenarnya. Tapi juga supaya aku punya nilai kalian. Oke? Okay? I think that's all, and I will stop the recording.